Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Loveth, and in today's video I have a special visitor, and here we have my sister Ogo, and she can introduce yourself. Please, Ogo, do my audience a favor of introducing yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Ogochukwu, and like she said, I am her sister. Nice to meet you guys.
Okay, so guys, today I want to hear from her, and you guys as well could hear from her experience, coming to Finland, having to start actually from the scratch, the whole process, what was her the most challenging part of the whole journey, and then share some tips for you guys who are aspiring to come to Finland for study or for work, and also her experience so far in this country, everything basically. So now we're going to start with our first question, and the first question is how was the idea of coming to Finland and coming through what route that you came through? How did you take it in the first place when you heard about it?
Okay, actually I came to Finland through study route, and then my sister told me about it. First and foremost, she told me everything about Finland, and then she told me that it will not be a bad idea if I plan to relocate to Finland. So initially, it wasn't easy, being that I was already settled in Nigeria, married, working, and then have other things here and there that I do. So it wasn't easy in the beginning. But she told me so much. She told me so many good things about Finland, and then the reason to move to this place. And then after she told me about it, and then seeing how good she's faring also, I decided to consider it, and then decided to give it a thought. So, and like I said initially, I came through study route, and it was actually one of the best decision I made for myself, and then for my family also. Thank you.
Okay, so yeah, so guys, like she said, she came to study in Finland, and the part where she must have tried once or twice, just like every one of you out there that are trying to come to Finland but haven't, gotten the opportunity. I just want her to talk a bit more on that, how it was for her having to try and try again. So
okay, actually, sometimes when people see you in a place, or see you somewhere or at something, probably people think it was easy, or that you just tried and then you succeeded. But I must tell you, it's not like that. I had to try severally. I remember vividly how many times I tried. I know it was like 3 times. And then each time I tried, I got a message that sorry, thank you for your application. Unfortunately, we couldn't take you this year, so you have to try again next year. So I remember I applied to Lapland in 2021. And then in 2022 also I applied, but I think I was almost there, but my cutoff wasn't enough. So to the extent that last year 2023, when I was denied admission in 2022, so before we after the January UAS exam of 2023, it was as if I may not get admission also. It wasn't like, yeah, I got to the cutoff, but it's so competitive that, so many people, struggling for a little space. Yeah, yes. We were on waiting list. So nothing was so sure. So at the time, so my sister, through in this pathway studies and Education pathway studies, that I start the pathway program. We have paid for the program.
Exactly.
We paid for the program. I was supposed to start the program in May.
Yes.
Yeah. So
no, you were supposed to start the program in August.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, we paid in May. We paid in
and
May.
your admission came out in July.
No, my admission came out July 28th.
July 28th. Guys,
forget.
July 28th. Guys, that is the very last day of admission. Like, you know, the waiting list is a very long time. They start the admission in April. They will tell you the last day of you getting admitted from the waiting list will be end of July. That day she got admitted was the very last day for admission to be giving out, and they gave her admission. It was
on the last day.
It was like,
the truth is that we had already paid for the education pathway, and then they told us that no refund of money after payment and stuff like that. And then, as God may have it, on the last day of the admission process, I got a message. I had given up hope. Because I was not even checking my mails. I was not checking anything because I was like, let me just focus on this pathway program and then see what comes out of it.
Yeah.
Then I had already gone out for the day, going about my usual business. I am a hustler, so I had gone about my usual business for the day. And then I was where I was hustling for the future when my sister called me and was crying. She was crying, and then she started singing. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I was like, okay, I joined.
So I remember that day like it was yesterday.
I joined in the singing because that is one thing with me. When she calls me and then she's happy, excited or whatever, and then she starts singing, I don't ask questions. So I joined in the singing, and then we sang. And then after that, she was crying. I was like, what is it? What happened? Are you okay? Is Arinze okay? Yes. So I said, okay, thank God.
Arinze is my son, by the way, guys.
Yeah. So I said, okay, thank God, nothing is wrong with them. She now said, have you checked your mail? Have you checked your email? I was like, what is it? And then she asked me, she said she was going to end the call so that I can check my email. So, and then she did end the call. She ended the call, and then I checked my email. It was as if like she was a witch waiting. Immediately, I opened the email, like it was as if she was somewhere with a mirror seeing me check the email, and then immediately she called me back, and then she was like, "Oh God, where's Ma?" And then there was so it was very.
Her admissions was a miracle, guys. Believe it or not, miracle happens.
Yeah,
like she was just an example of it, and it was so beautiful.
Yeah,
I was so grateful to God for that success.
Yeah,
and funny enough, just for you guys to know, EduNation is an excellent pathway.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about that that payment we already made to them for her to go through EduNation, you know, was we just told them, because the program hasn't yet started. It was supposed to start in August. So we now contacted EduNation and asked them for a refund, and they gave us almost 99.9% of the money. They just took their processing fee, which was 200 euros, out of the money. The rest of the money they paid back into our account, and we were grateful that we were able to get that money back. That's the beautiful thing about being in Finland, because if I had made that payment to a Nigerian education pathway, if we had made such payment to such we are certainly not going to get that money back. That was what I told my sister, that thank God this pathway was one in Finland, and the one that is quite reliable. So you guys, in case if you're really tired of trying to get admission yourself, EduNation is an amazing option. And I already have a video on that. I'm going to leave it on the description box, and also at the end of this video, maybe you should watch that. Okay, now moving forward to after the joy of getting admitted to the reality of proof of fund and residence permit application. How did you go about that part?
About that, well, I would say I didn't have much problems during the residence permit application, because I don't know how you are going to see this, but I had my sister So it wasn't like she applied for me or she did anything for me personally by herself, but every information that I needed, everything that I was supposed to do, she told me about it, and then she told me how important it is to do it right. She said, if there is anything that will guarantee me a positive decision in my residence permit application, it is doing it the right way. So she gave me all the information I needed to know how I am going to, go about everything, how I am not going to miss my, take chances or be late in my appointment and stuff like that. So I had enough information applying for my residence permit and then going to VFS for my appointment. And as God may have it, and then being that my sister is my sponsor, because yeah, she was my sponsor. So yeah, I used that as my sponsor. So being that she was my sponsor, everything was hitch free. You understand? So she sent the money in my account, as in the money that was there for the proof of fund, and then as that 20 euro, yeah. So and then being that like, yeah, she gave me her statement of account and then her tax payment certificate or whatever, work contract and everything. So she was more than eligible to actually be my sponsor. So it was hitch free. There wasn't any problem. They did not even ask me any question. They did not even ask me anything. Immediately I submitted, and then funny enough, guys, yeah, it's good. I'm throwing it to you guys. It's always good when you want to use a sponsor. If you are not self-sponsoring yourself, if you want to use a sponsor, make sure that you use a sponsor that has a very clean account statement, and then a sponsor that is going to be hitch free. Because in fact, my residence permit application and then my decision was, in fact, I can say it is one of the fastest I have seen. Yeah. It is one of the fastest. It was less than, I think it was 8 days. It was just 8 days. Yeah, it was not up to, some people say just 2 weeks. It was not even up to 2 weeks. I think it was either 8 days or 9 days. Yeah. No, 9 days. Okay. 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. Because I counted from, I went to VFS on a Monday. That was October 16th. Yes. Yeah, I went to VFS October 16th. And then, I think October 27th. Yeah, October 27th, I was giving my decision. October 27th, I was giving my decision.
That's how fast it came. No additional documents were required.
They did not ask me for anything. Yeah, so
and they gave you how many years?
They gave me, I think, 4 years.
4 years, guys.
Yeah, I have from 2023 to 2027. I have from
4 years.
From that 2023 to May. Yeah, I think November 2023 to May 2027. So like, I have like 4 years.
4 years, like without any additional document, nothing.
Yeah. So I don't have to renew every year. I don't have to renew my residence permit every year.
It's amazing. Like, it's even me, guys, it was it was surprising to me too that she could get that long. Like 4 years, the whole duration of her studies was covered in that particular. And then the social security number.
Yeah, I got my social security number as well in Nigeria.
From Nigeria. Like all her classmates, a lot of her friends, all of them had to go and apply for their social security number when they came to Finland. They have to go to DVB and register and get it.
Yeah, but I got my own together with my decision. Yeah.
Her social security number was in that decision. It was like, it was one of the sweetest moments. So guys, now that we're talking about so that's how she of course got her residence permit. We are going to talk other things, but then why I want to just take a pause here is the importance of having a good sponsor. Like she said, it's very important for you to have a sponsor that is eligible, both in keeping up with taxes, both in earnings, both in statements, both in letterhead that will tell you immigration that I am going to sponsor this person throughout this period, and if you need additional information, you should contact me. I gave them my information, my phone number, my email, everything, asking them to reach out to me anytime if they want to hear anything more from me in her place. So guys, it's very important. That's why I am a fan of doing things right, because when you do, you have less hustle. Now, I know that you are really eager to hear her experience on how she has settled in Finland and her experiences so far, both the positive and the negative part. But we are going to keep that from you, and you are going to see it in our next video. So stay tuned and watch out for that video. Thank you guys for joining us today, and we are glad to have you. Do you have any few words to say to my subscribers and my viewers?
Okay, the only thing I have to tell you guys is that you should stay glued to Loveth Zobam's YouTube channel. And then if you have subscribed, thank you very much. And then if you have not subscribed, if you're just like a passerby, I think it will pay you to subscribe, and then click on the notification bell so that you can get updates on her videos. Thank you for your subscription.
Thank you guys, and see you all in our next video. Bye.